In the small village of Elderville, the residents had always been warned to stay away from the dense, ancient forest that bordered their homes. The villagers called it the Enchanted Forest, but not because it was filled with wonders. No, the name was whispered in fear, for those who ventured into the woods never returned the same, if they returned at all. One autumn evening, a young man named Liam, driven by curiosity and the urge to prove his bravery, decided to explore the forbidden forest. The stories he had heard as a child of people vanishing, of shadows that whispered your name, seemed like nothing more than old wives' tales meant to scare children. With the sun setting behind him, casting long shadows over the village, Liam stepped into the forest, feeling the air grow colder and the light dimmer with each step. The deeper he ventured, the more the forest seemed alive. The trees, tall and gnarled, seemed to close in around him, their branches twisting like skeletal fingers. The wind howled through the leaves, carrying with it faint, eerie whispers. Liam could have sworn he heard his name carried on the breeze, but he brushed it off as his mind playing tricks on him. As night fell, the forest transformed. The shadows grew darker, thicker, as if they were solid entities with a will of their own. Liam's bravado began to wane as he realized he was hopelessly lost. Every direction looked the same: twisting trees and endless darkness. Panic began to creep in, and he started to run, hoping to find a way out. But the more he ran, the more the forest seemed to shift, leading him deeper into its heart. Eventually, Liam stumbled upon a small clearing. In the center stood a massive, ancient oak tree, its trunk wide enough to house a small cottage. The air around it was thick with an unnatural silence, broken only by the faint rustling of leaves. Hanging from its branches were hundreds of small, glowing orbs, casting an eerie light over the clearing. Mesmerized, Liam approached the tree, drawn to the lights. As he got closer, he noticed that the orbs weren't just lights, they were eyes. Hundreds of eyes, watching him intently, following his every move. His breath caught in his throat as he realized that these weren't the eyes of animals, but of people, souls trapped within the tree, victims of the forest's ancient magic. Before he could react, the ground beneath him shifted. Roots sprang up from the earth, wrapping around his legs, pulling him toward the tree. He struggled, but it was no use. The forest had claimed him, just as it had claimed countless others before. As the roots pulled him closer, the whispers returned, louder this time, chanting in a language he didn't understand. The last thing Liam saw was the tree's bark splitting open, revealing a dark, gaping maw. The forest had claimed another soul,